Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Cos. Welcome to another story. This one, I guess you could say, comes from my childhood. Um, so, if, for those of y'all that don't know me, in real life, um, I gotta say, video game wise, I always felt I was behind the curve until, um, I'd say 2011 or 2010, because it's like this. Um, when I had the Nintendo 64, niggas had the Dreamcast. When I had the Dreamcast, niggas had the PS1. When I had the PS1, niggas had the PS2. And I think y'all can see where I'm going with this. Like honestly, as far as and when it comes to the games that I had, yeah, I was just as outdated. Like fucking, I'd be playing freaking NBA Live '97 and '96 in fucking 2003. I'd be playing freaking I'd be playing NBA 2K2 in 2006. You know, like I'd be playing Madden '99 in 2003. You know, so I think you guys get the point. And I was finally, up to speed when I got the PS3. And when I got it, things were good when I got it until things weren't good. Because one day what happened was that my homie Zetra, shout out to him, turned me on to DC Universe Online. And the thing was, at first, I was impatient and I didn't give it a shot just because when it came to the game downloading, like it was taking forever. Like it was moving at slower than a snail's pace. And so eventually I got tired of waiting and I was like, fuck it, canceled out and I left it alone. But then I decided to give it another shot. I waited till like late at night to do it, to download it and shit. That way it could do all that while I'm sleeping. Next, I'll wake up next morning and it's good to go. But I don't know whether something was wrong with it or something was wrong with my game. My PS3. But whenever it was saved, a big message would come up saying file corrupted. And one day, I removed the power cord, and don't ever do that. Just to cut the game off. And it did its whole, reboot thing. But then one day, while it was rebooting, I did it again, and again, don't do that. And this essentially fucked up the hard drive. And so I had to put some sort of reboot thing on a flash drive, and then let my PS3 take that so it could fix itself. Spoiler alert, it never could. So I was back to my GameCube. That store had that. And And unfortunately, I was so used to um, online play and playing online that unfortunately I was getting bored quickly with the GameCube games. Even though looking back, I had some very good GameCube games. I had fucking Thug 1, Thug 2, Thaw, some NBA games. But, honestly, I was like beating them games like mad quick and shit. But anyways, so one day I go into GameStop to try and get my hands on another game, on some more GameCube games, because they were still selling them in like a small section on the counter, you know. And while I'm looking for a game, I get distracted because a family comes in trying to sell their Xbox 360. And looking back, it was very, very comical when it came to them trying to sell it, because first off, the Xbox itself was dirty, was looking dirty, dingy, and beat up. Like, of course, it was white, like how your average Xbox 360 is, but there was dirt stains all over it, Those little slots, I don't know what they're for. Somebody please tell me. That I think is underneath the disc tray. Like, those little flaps. One of them was broken off. And then on top of that, this was extra foolish, where they tried to sell the Xbox without any of the wires and without a controller. And which also had me, puzzled, because what kind of idiot thinks that they'd be able to sell a console without the wiring or a controller? So, needless to say, they couldn't sell it. And so then I left. They left. And I saw opportunity. So I meet them outside, and I was like, "Hey, yo, hold up. How much?" And I was like, "How much are y'all looking to sell that for?" And then I was like, and they were looking to sell it for 80, but I only had I covered $1. I only had $20 on me, So what I did was that I gave them my $20. They gave me the Xbox, and then I had them take down my number, so that once I had the extra $60, I could then give them the rest of the money. And so, so now I'm feeling good, because I feel like I'm back in the loop as far as, playing online goes and being up to date with games. Even though now I had to pay to play online, but that's besides the point. So yeah. But I was stuck with a couple of problems. Problem number one was that I had to get a controller, because they didn't bring any. Then two, I had to get a power cord along with AV wires. But I actually caught a break, because they actually did bring the power cord. So I at least had that. And then, as far as the AV wires go, I actually unknowingly already had that covered as well, because I had this set of AV wires where one end was, of course, the AV cords, the red, yellow, and white cords But then the other end was had multiple endings. It had the ending for PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. And so, so I had that covered too. So, I was in business as far as turning the game on goes. Then, I need now. That was one problem, or two problems solved. But I still had two other problems. Problem number three was that I needed a controller. Problem number four was I needed I needed one of those hard drive things that you attach to it in order to save the game. So as far as the controller goes, actually I got the controller from one of my friends because he used to have the Xbox 360, but he switched to PS3. And the thing is, I still had my PS3 controller. So we basically traded controllers. Unfortunately, I still had to get batteries and shit, so there was that. But I was able to get my hands on the charger and play, so there was that. And then, so now, only problem I had now. Actually, yeah, I think all the problems were solved. No. I still needed the hard drive. And at this point, I was working for the Department of Labor at school. But every 2 weeks they gave me a couple of bucks. And I used that money, at least the money that my mom didn't take away. And that's when I bought the hard drive. And like that, I was back in business. And the thing was, a lot of my friends in school actually had the 360 more than they had the PS3. So I was able to build my friends list up quickly. And then one of my homies showed me a technique to get free gold, but it eventually got patched. But yeah. So yeah, there was that. And it's funny because one thing I also found out, much to my delight, was that when it came to them giving me the game, giving me the system, it was a game inside. And before any of you guys are wondering, no, I did not cut the game on while the system was still moving and shit. I already knew about that. So the game was unharmed. And the game in question that was in there was NBA 2K11. Now, to this day, NBA 2K11 soundtrack is fucking goated. Argue with your mother. But yeah, well, once I got a regular job, bought gold for a year, everything was all good. But funny thing was that, I can honestly say, had none of that ever happened with my PS3, I probably have a PS5 right now. And I would have never played Xbox at all. But there was one thing that I will never forget when my cousin, Pretty Ricky, y'all go and follow him at Pretty Boy Bullies on IG. Um, he actually warned me to not play a certain game when it came to playing Xbox. And the game he warned me not to play was Forza. He warned me not to play it because he told me that if I did, I'd get addicted to Xbox and I'd never look back. And because I'm a very hard-headed person, I didn't listen to him. And because I had Xbox Gold, they, like Game Pass Ultimate, they offered, games for free. And the game they offered for free was Forza Horizon, the very first one. And because of my endless love for racing games, I played it. I loved it. And I stand now with the Xbox Series X, and I have Forza Horizon 5, and I'm about to have Forza Horizon 6. So yeah, didn't listen to him, got addicted, and that's where we're at today. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this story. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and chill with your boy. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And as always, I write Struggle Vision Productions. I am the Hitman Kaz. And if you see me coming, run.